What's going on, Dodgers Nation? Doug McCain here. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMac_LA. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, hit that like button, and give me all your takes down below in the comment section. And be on the lookout for the Dodgers Nation Word of the Day. We're giving out over $1,000 worth of cash and prizes this month. All you have to do is spot that Word of the Day. It'll flash on the screen at some point during this video. And once you spot that Word of the Day, all you have to do is go to our About page, email us that word, and you're entered to win. We're giving away over $1,000 worth of cash and prizes. Good luck. Secure that bag, Dodgers Nation. And for all the latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. Clayton Edward Kershaw, one of the greatest pitchers in the history of baseball, certainly the greatest pitcher of his generation. Well, just like that, he's entering the final year of that 3-year, $93 million contract he signed with the Dodgers back in 2018. I know it feels like that was yesterday, but we're already in 2021, and his future with the Dodgers is a bit uncertain at the moment. He did an interview with the LA Times' Jorge Castillo, and he said that him and the Dodgers, they have not talked about a potential contract extension at the moment, and he was very open about his future with the club. When asked about it, he said, "I don't know, honestly. I wish I had an answer. I love being with the Dodgers. Love it. So thankful that I've gotten to be there, and I would never want that to change. I've always loved being there. Playing with one team your whole career is very cool, I think, but legacy is not important to me on the baseball field. I don't worry about that." So my first takeaway there is that Clayton Kershaw says, "I don't know, honestly," and I believe him. I think he wants to see how he pitches next season. How does he feel? Does he get injured? How does he perform in the postseason? Do the Dodgers go back-to-back? Because if they do get another World Series title and he pitches well, maybe you just ride off into the sunset a la John Elway. You end your career with 2 world championship rings, and then that's that. But I think one of the many things that Kershaw needs to consider before he hangs his cleats up is that he's chasing all-time great status. He's not just the greatest pitcher of his generation, he's actually one of the greatest pitchers in the history of the sport. In his illustrious, sure-to-be first-ballot Hall of Fame career, he's been there and won that. He won the 2014 National League Most Valuable Player Award. He's a 3-time Cy Young Award winner, an 8-time All-Star, has a career record of 175 in 76 with 357 career games, 354 starts, and since the live ball era in 1920, he has the lowest all-time career ERA at 2.43 and WHIP at 1.003 among starting pitchers with at least 1,500 innings pitched. So the more he pitches and the more quality years he turns in, the more he'll climb up that ladder and chase guys like Bob Gibson and Greg Maddux and Pedro Martinez and Randy Johnson and Tom Seaver and guys like Christy Mathewson and Cy Young, all these epic names from the past. But I think Kershaw is one of those guys where once it's gone, he's gone. He won't be sticking around and taking a reduced role. He's already the second ace behind Walker Buehler as it stands, and then you have Trevor Bauer in there, so now it's really a big 3 when it comes to this pitching staff. But I think he's more of a Kobe Bryant than a Vince Carter, where I'm sure that if he wanted to, he could stick around the league for another 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years if he wanted to. He could be a mediocre pitcher at the end of his career, but that's just not Clayton Kershaw. He has more pride than that. He wants to go out on top. He wants to go out while he's still an effective pitcher. But I think how he performs this year in a full 162-game season will ultimately decide his future. Because if he's still dealing and the Dodgers are still winning World Series titles, he might want to come back and get some of those titles back that he lost earlier in his career. Because, hey, this guy is chasing GOAT status. He's up there with the all-time greats in the game. And you saw how effective he was last season. He posted a 2.16 ERA. That was his lowest ERA in the past 4 seasons, and probably the most encouraging development was the uptick in velocity on that heater. It was up 1.3 miles per hour after declining for 4 straight seasons, and you saw he had more confidence on the mound. It was opening things up for that slider. He always has the Cooperstown curve, and it felt like vintage Kershaw more than it had in the few seasons prior. That Kershaw Day magic was back. He was flirting with no-hitters. He passed Christy Mathewson. He passed Don Drysdale. You saw what he did in the postseason. He ended up posting a 2.93 ERA in 30 2/3 innings pitched. In the Fall Classic, he had a 2.31 ERA, went 2-0, had 14 punch-outs, and he was phenomenal. He was also breaking records in the postseason, became the all-time postseason strikeout leader. He passed John Smoltz, he passed Justin Verlander, and the most important thing is he won that World Series title.
And strike 3. Dodgers have won it all in 2020.
And Kershaw mentioned it in the piece, how big of a relief it was to finally win that elusive World Series title, to finally get to hoist that piece of metal and get that monkey off his back. He said in the piece, I probably would never have admitted all of this 2 years ago or whenever before we lost, but now that we won, there's some truth to it. There's some truth to that burden. And his wife Ellen said, I feel like there has been definitely, like you can tell, that a burden has been lifted. So it's clear that winning that World Series meant a lot to Kersh. He doesn't have to listen to people saying that he's going to be a Hall of Famer without a World Series title. You can check that off the list. It's not missing from his resume anymore, but maybe he wants to win a World Series MVP. That's pretty much the only trophy that he's missing. Now, it is of my opinion that had the Dodgers won the 2017 World Series, that he would have won the World Series MVP. He was phenomenal in Game 1, 11 strikeouts, no walks. Then in Game 5, he was cruising, and then it was lights, camera, trashing from the Houston Astros. He was Kershaw until they started cheating. The Astros didn't swing at a single breaking pitch. Someone try to make sense of that to me. They were flat out cheating. I'm still mad about it. I don't care that we won a World Series after that. The Dodgers should have won in 2017. I'll never let that go. But I'll make a prediction right here. Clayton Kershaw will not pitch with another organization in his career. He will retire as a Dodger. I can only picture him in Dodger blue. Yes, you have the Texas Rangers. They're technically the same colors as the Dodgers. It's within driving distance. It's his hometown. I get it. But Clayton Kershaw will not pitch with another organization, because if he's pitching well, I think the Dodgers will want to keep him on, and they'll pay him what they need to keep him in blue. So if you're worried that Kershaw will end his career with another franchise, don't be, because I don't see it happening. But I think with Kershaw's sake, if he's still pitching in the bigs, it's because he's still effective. And if he's still effective, I think he stays with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I don't think he'll go to the Texas Rangers. He has all the money in the world. He has to end his career in Los Angeles. And if for some reason he does, it wouldn't be the craziest thing ever. Look, Michael Jordan ended his career with the Washington Wizards. Tom Brady just won a Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But you can mark my words, Kershaw is pulling a Kobe. He's playing his entire career with the Los Angeles Dodgers, just like the Black Mamba played his whole career with the purple and gold. And a couple more interesting nuggets from the piece. One, he's retiring his Wilson A2000. It's now in his office. You can see it right here. It's behind glass. This thing is an absolute legend. How much do you think this would fetch on the open market? Look, a pair of Michael Jordan shoes just went for $550,000, and those shoes were used for what? 1, 2, 3 games max. This is the same glove he's used his entire career, save for his rookie season. I'm thinking at least $5 trillion for this glove, or actually probably priceless, at least $1 million. I have no idea, but it should be in Cooperstown. It should have its own exhibit at this point. It's really served Clayton Kershaw well. Now, his rookie season, he had a different Wilson glove, but you could see the ball through the web, so he changed it to this one, and he's been rolling with it ever since. Now, all I have to say is, if he gets off to a slow start and he's getting rocked, he has like a 5+ ERA, they better break that glass and get this glove out of retirement. But I think my favorite thing from Jorge Castillo's great article is learning that Clayton Kershaw goes by Tony Crenshaw. Yes, Tony Crenshaw. It says, he drank from a Starbucks cup, blonde roast with light coconut milk for Tony. He orders coffee every morning for himself, his next-door neighbor, and sister-in-law, who lives 2 doors down. The orders are always for Tony. The inside joke is he goes by Tony Crenshaw. Tony because he adds a Y to Clayton, Crenshaw because too many people in LA have assumed he and a boulevard share the same name. So the first thing I want to say is, one, I love the nickname. I'm pretty much going to call him Tony Crenshaw for the rest of his career. Then also, I think we owe that lady an apology. You remember that lady who called him Clayton Crenshaw?
Who's your favorite player right now? Crenshaw. Love him. Crenshaw.
Turns out she knows what's up. The real ones call him Tony Crenshaw. But let me know down below in the comments. Will Kershaw end his career in Dodger blue? Give me a Y for yes. Give me an N for no. And then also, should the Dodgers re-sign Clayton Kershaw? How much does he have left in the tank? I want all your takes down below in the comment section. And also, I want to know from you guys, had the Dodgers won the 2017 World Series, who should have been the World Series MVP? Would it have been Jock Peterson or Clayton Kershaw? Let me know down below in the comment section. Remember, Clayton Kershaw went 4 scoreless in that Game 7. And also, if you spotted the word of the day, head to our About section on our YouTube page and email us that word, and you'll be entered to win. We're giving out over $1,000 worth of cash and prizes for the entire month of February. Lots of winners so far. You guys taking home money and prizes, so be sure to give us that word of the day. You have to be subscribed to the channel, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and if you want to see more Dodgers content, hit that like button. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at DMAC_LA. That's at DMAC_LA. For all latest Dodgers Nation merch, head over to GearUp.la. LA. Some of the best Dodgers t-shirts in the game you'll find right over there. I've got my belly and the ball shirt when he robbed Fernando Tatis in the NLDS. But go get merched up. Get some Dodgers Nation drip over at gearup.la. For all latest Dodgers news, head over to DodgersNation.com. And until next time, think blue, bleed blue, and I'm out.